Hi everybody, it's Linda at the Crafting Depot, and I haven't been on here in a few days. It's Memorial Weekend is over, and I had some ideas over the weekend. One of them was to show you some of my past sketches. There aren't a lot because, I was a single mom working, studying, getting my master's degree, and so in between I did a little bit of things. I did take some classes, and I figured, okay, let me just show you what I did. So here is a sketchbook with not very much in it, but let's turn on this light. Right. So I dug and found some things, and so here is a mug from the kitchen that I did in '07. The next one is not very good, of a cat that I started, and I don't know if there's much. Oh, a sneaker. That's '07. Trying to do the cat, never finished it. That's the story of my life. And okay, this was a bottle of cocoa butter. And this I started, I think that was the mantle in the house that we lived in, and I think that's it. Nothing there. Okay, moving along. Here is I took a class on pencil drawing, colored pencils. So this was a gourd. I started with the toothpaste, never finished. Oh, here I did finish it over here with we were using Aquafish at the time. Some shells, a sunflower with watercolor, and these were not watercolor. These are just plain old colored pencils. A vase. There's some. I started, didn't finish again. Some sunflowers. I wish this had been watercolor pencils, because that would have been really cool. I want to do some stuff like this with watercolor pencils. Cup. Mother Teresa. The Dalai Lama. Let's see who's next. Oh, this was right after I got Baxter. And he was enjoying himself in the leaves up north. An eyeball. I'd like to get back into doing stuff like this. What was I doing here? Oh, this is the beginning tracing of a face. I think that's it. Yeah. And you can see this is the house that I was using to do that prior house that I showed you. Here's some pictures that I was using to do my drawing. Okay, let's see what I have here. Here is some more paper. Okay, so I was practicing eyeballs. And more practicing faces. Let's see, I got to get back into this. Here we were practicing hair, how to make, directional strokes of hair. Let's see if I'm up high enough. You can see. And let's see, let's move along. Here's a woman. I don't think it came out so good, but Okay, so here is a picture from a magazine. I tried to draw her. Not great, but first time. Here is another woman, and here is her face. Again, not great, but I don't claim to be a great. Here's a man. Look on him. Here's a guy from a magazine, and I did him. I think this was the one from my other sketchbook that I was practicing. And here he is. Again, still needs work, but The trick to any kind of craft is to constantly practice. This was hard to do. Picked a hard one there. Here's a baby. And I think, oh no, there's more. Let's see, moving along. This is a woman out of National Geographic, an 80-year-old woman, Maria Rosalia. I think that was taken in November 2008. Dustin Hoffman. I don't have the picture. Some of them. This one, I don't like the way the neck came out. I should try to erase it. But I tried using, after I did the sketch, I tried using colored pencils. Didn't come out great, but you know what? And then I think this is the last one. I was trying to do Jesus. And I think that's it on that. Yeah. Let's see, I think that's it. Okay, and then I have some paintings, some stuff that I found around. So let me pull this phone out of the... Okay, so over here is some acrylics that I did. A lot of it, you have to understand, I don't still have. Here's another acrylic, and this is on the back of paneling. That's paneling. So let me pause this. Whoops. So now we're in the hallway. Here's another acrylic lighthouse. This is a house I took a picture of down in, okay, there we go. Down in the Hamptons. This didn't come out too good, but you know, it's a windmill. And this picture I found on the internet, and I just was playing around drawing that. Here is a mirror that I made. I cut the wood out myself. Here I am. And put shells all around it. Now we're out in the lanai. I think I'm going to set up my table out here one day. I got this mirror for $2. It's really dirty. And I put shells all around it. When I transferred it here to Florida, the shells broke. So I scraped everything down and I redid it. $2. I really, really like this. So I hang it out here because I had it in my bedroom across from my bed, and then I found out Feng Shui, according to them, it's not good to have mirrors across from your bed. So this is my little sanctuary. This is where I hang out, and I absolutely love it. Here's my desert rose, and why can't I think of the name of this plant? I cut it back, way back, but it was like an ice cone with all flowers, but it's coming back. So here's my little sanctuary, and it's kind of messy. I shouldn't even be showing this to you, but this is where I hang out when I want to just read or meditate, and I'll take you back into the craft room. Okay, so we're back in the craft room, and I think many of you have seen some of the stuff that I've been painting, but I'll go over it again. So you can see, I'll just flip through. We just did this. I'm really interested in helping people overcome their fear of just doodling and having fun. I was trying to do something like this. This is in my sketchbook, but I'm gonna recreate this later on and do a video. So what I also did, and I have more sketchbooks. What do I have in here? Here's another sketchbook, which we did videos on all this stuff. Another way to do tulips. I was practicing for a friend. We're going to do something in her Airbnb. We're going to do a whole wall with manatees and water, and we're going to make it look really cute. So this is another examples of just playing and having fun. I have a hard time with these. I don't know. Okay. And there's a lot more that I've been doing, but here's just an example. And here, okay, so here we go. So we're not going to do this today, but I want to show you that I took a picture of Baxter. For anyone that doesn't know, my 14-year-old little guy, I had to put him to sleep last Monday, so it's been really traumatic for me. And what I did was going through my craft room, I actually found some tracing paper that is probably like 30 years old, because I used to do a lot of crafts on clothing. You know, I used to do transfers and stuff and sell it before YouTube came around, so I used to do that. But anyway, so I traced him onto here, and on another video I will attempt to paint that. So today I want to take out my sketchbook, and what I want to do here, and I'll cover, let me see, do I have a piece of paper to cover the distraction here? We'll cover, nope, that didn't work. Okay, we need paper. All right, paper, we'll cover that. So all I want to do today is take out my, where are they? Oh, here they are. So we're going to use the Kuretake paints, and we're going to use colored pencils. These are watercolor pencils. And let me get the Kuretake paints. Here they are. So I really like these paints, and I really love, and I haven't been using them as much, I really enjoy these paints, the grabby paints. They come with a card to swatch your paints, and they're fabulous. Really great for beginners. Only 20 bucks. But I'm going to use the Kuretakes, and I have my water here, and I have my rag that I dry off my paints with. So I'm going to take off this plastic protective coating, and I am going to just make some shapes. And here we go. So this is just going to be a zen kind of relaxing. We don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to relax and do a little sketch. So I usually go for the reds, the orange, the yellows. I'm going to try and step out of my comfort zone and try and go with the greens and maybe the browns, you know, the brown shades. So I should wet them. That would help. And here we go. So we're just going to make some very odd, and then just wet the brush and bring that down. And like I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen. We're just going to be relaxing today, taking out our paints. We're not going to judge ourselves. We're going to be kind to ourselves and just have some relaxing, easy painting fun, okay? Don't be hard on yourself. So let's see, what color is this? I'm going to go next. You know, it would be very helpful if I had the color chart. And also it would be helpful if I had my glasses, forest green. So we're going to go in with the forest green, and we're just going to make another shape down here. Wet my brush and then just drag it around. Too much water. And we're going to do that. And I'm just doing this, I think this is a 5x7 sketchbook. And I'll take that water off. I just, you know, before I head out the door, I wanted to do something to get people interested in not judging themselves and just being relaxing and having fun. So let's move down and go to Viridian over here. I'm going to try the Viridian, and we're going to do the same thing over here. We do some odd shapes, and we're just going to blend that in. I hope you're doing well. It's been rough, you know, here losing the little guy, waking up in the morning, reaching across the bed and he's not there. But, you know, each day gets a little bit better. I get a little bit stronger. I actually realized I can put the garbage can under the sink again, because the little guy used to like to go in there, rip my garbage can out, the little rascal. And I got so used to hiding it for 14 years. And do you know that I actually had to get the invisible fence inside my house on Long Island because that little rascal? I needed to get it to keep him out of the garbage can. And I know I wasn't a good pet mom. I didn't know how to train him. I just couldn't seem to. It was almost like crack cocaine with that guy. He just went right after the garbage, even with me yelling at him to get out. He didn't care. It's, you know, he'd be like hanging upside down in the garbage pail. And yeah, he was a critter, a little rascal. Okay, so now we're going to get some of this sap green. And we're going to do like this. I'm going to go up and make some shapes. And yeah, so now I realize, I'm like, oh my God, I can actually take the garbage pail, which is up on the sink in the kitchen, and put it down below in under the sink, like normal people do. I'm so used to closing the doors, because, you know, he would go into the bathroom and take out the toilet paper and leave the roll, you know, find a roll and leave it on the living room sofa. And then when I'd walk in, it'd be like, there you go, I'll fix you. Or, you know, he'd find my vitamins underneath the sink and he'd go after them. Okay, you know, I did a lot of green. But you know what? What the heck? Let's continue with green. We're going to go with the green. Oh, we'll be putting green everywhere. This will be the green Zen. Zen green. So we're going to go like this. And we're just going to fill it in. Get some more green. Yeah, that was the little rascal. I miss him. He's such a good boy, even though I'm telling you all the bad things he did. He was really a good dog. Never barked, loved the people in the neighborhood. He was like the mayor around here because he knew where to go and who was going to give him snacks. It was kind of embarrassing sometimes. But yeah, he knew just where to go. He knew where everybody lived. He would look both ways to see which way, you know, if there was anybody out in the street. I wound up meeting my neighbors because of him. So, yeah. Yeah, so, okay, I think this is lemon. What is this? It says greenish yellow. So we're going in with greenish yellow. And we're just going to do, so these are all different shades of green. And so the last time we were on here together, I told you about the house that I got invited to and that I was scared to go to. Well, I never went. I backed out. I was a chicken. I could not stay. I realized there's no way I can stand in water, you know, because down here it's Memorial Day. They all, they get their boats and their kayaks and their rafts and they're out in the water. And I knew there's no way that I could be in the water for that long, standing. But, you know. So what I did Sunday, because my girlfriend said to me, I wish you can, you know, I got messages from two ladies. I wish you can, wish you were here. And then I said, you know what, maybe I'll go down there Sunday, because they're all going to be tired. And I'll see what everybody's like. And that's what I did. I went down there on Sunday, and it was really very nice. Okay, we got a little, these are like imagining broken shells or something, or rocks. It's whatever you want it to be. Yeah, so I went down there and I had a fabulous time. Everybody was so nice, hung out in the pool, and we just relaxed. And then one of the guys made hamburgers at the end of the day, and everybody was like super nice. So what I want to do next, we're going to take the browns now. We're going to go in with, let's wet this. And we're going to go in with some. And we're just going to take the browns and we're going to start up here. We're just going to go around like this. because this is just a meditative kind of painting. Whoops, I got too much of that color in there. Let's clean it off. Okay, and so it was really very nice, and I got to meet them. They're wonderful people, and we hung out. And I would definitely go hang out with them next year now that I got to know them. And we'll see what happens if there is another one next year. But it was very nice. So I'm going to clean that off. And we'll go in with this purple. It's some kind of purple. Oops. Okay, so you got to be careful. And we're just going to do some X's. And tonight I'm going to a ladies' meetup. And I'll get to meet these ladies. And the woman that started this group is very interesting. She's a single mom. She's overcome PTSD, and now she helps other people, and she started this women's group so that, single women, which is a lot of us, could go out and meet each other and, have events. And I thought, oh wow, this would be nice. I'm going to go check it out. So that's where I'm going later today. So let's do this. And then what we're going to do after this is we're going to use our pencils. I think this is black. Yes, it is. Uh-oh, danger. Danger, danger. I'm going in with black. And I'm doing this without my readers, because I don't want to pause the camera again. And again, like I said, you're going to do this, and it's just going to be relaxing. You're going to have fun. And maybe we'll go in with this color here. I don't know. Am I in? I'm sitting down. Yep, there's my... Let's move this over a little bit. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Move the waters over so you can see the paints. I want to see the paints. And move that up. Let me see. Let's move this up like that. There we go. And what did I grab? I think I grabbed this. No, I didn't. All right, now we got two colors. That's okay. So we'll do some circles. And you can see this one spread out because the paper wasn't dry. But that's okay. We're getting a different look. And it's starting to get very hot here. In the 90s. It's funny, my son lives on the East Coast, and he went and bought one of these, what do you call those things where you sit in and you get, oh my God, I'm terrible. He's like, Mom, I just told you this. Don't you remember? No, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Oh, let's go in with the gold. Got gold here. He bought one of these things you go in and you sit down and sweat it. And I'm thinking, why would you spend $300 to do that when all you have to do is go sit in your car, for God's sakes? You can sweat to death in there. But, you don't say anything. They're adults. They know. And they're not going to listen anyway. I tell my son to do certain things. He's like, oh, Mom, you always come up with these ideas, you know. And I'm like, all right, he's not going to listen to me. That's okay, he's a good guy. And is a wonderful father. So we're just painting leaves. And then we're going to go back in and get some more of that gold paint. And we're just going to go down like this. I'm squinting to see what I am doing. And we'll go up like this. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Maybe what we'll do is one more on the top. And let's see. Go in here. And we'll do some hearts. Don't worry if they don't come out perfect. Okay. Okay, let's go back in this. I think it's purple. Yep, purple. I can barely see it with my eyes. And we're just going to go like this. And then I'm going to go back in with the gold. And I'm going to do little leaves. I love this. And then what I'm going to do is go back in the gold. And I'm going to go around this outer edge like this. And maybe we'll go in with this. And go it's like a peanut. And we could actually color in, try to color in what should have looked like a heart, right? But we're not worried about it because this is a Zen painting session of just not being critical with ourselves, just playing with the paints and whatever you have. It could be crayons, markers, you know, have fun. That's really what it's all about. And maybe we'll take this gold and we'll go around the outside of this, like that. Maybe we'll take the darker, we'll go through, you know what, no, we're going to go with the purple again, with this. And we're going to go around this one. Like that. Okay, so we're going to let that dry, And then we're going to take out our watercolor pencils or crayons or markers, whatever you have. So I'm just going to let this dry and I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so I'm back, and now what I'm going to do is color around with the Stabilo watercolor pencils. I got 12. I'm not saying that these are the best watercolor pencils. They're the only ones that I've ever tried, but I will be trying others. So what we're going to do, in light of all these colors, so I have a lot of greens in here. There aren't a lot of colors in here, but I'm going to grab the brown. And I'm just going to go around like this. And I'm going to just mix the colors. I'm going to go like this around. And I'm going to pick up an orange, blend that in with the brown. And like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. This is the first time I'm doing this. Maybe I'll put a little orange in here with the brown. I'm covering up the other page on my sketchbook. Okay, let's get the water and just see what it looks like. So we're going to take the water and we're going to blend it like that. And it's really cool, these watercolor brushes, pencils rather. So what I did was I mixed the brown pencil with the orange pencil. And I don't know that it doesn't have colors on it, it has numbers. Let's move that. So we're just going to put the water, paint over it, around it. And like I said, this is just a relaxing, meditative kind of practice. No stress. We're just playing. This would be nice to do with some calm music. I don't know how to do that yet. Someday. Find a little kid that can help me. I'm kind of challenged when it comes to all this stuff on, editing and everything. I hear people talk about how it takes them hours, and I'm like, hours? That's not fun. Okay, let's get the red. I'll put some red over the orange, and we'll blend that. Maybe put a little red here. And we'll get that brush again. We'll go over the red. See how that comes out. That looks pretty nice. I love the way that they blend the watercolor pencils. Oops, excuse me. A little bit of the black blended in, which is fine. It actually looks good. I like it. Look at how cool that looks. Alright, and maybe we'll go over here. We'll add a little bit of red on top of the orange. And just wet it down. Come around. There we go. Let's add another color. So we did these three. Let's get light lime green, one of my favorite colors. I had lime green curtains. I took them down and I put on up these beige curtains, which I like also. They look nice against my orange walls. I really have to clean my place. I need to mop the floors and dust. Everything's pretty much put away, but and I have to vacuum the lanai. I showed you a dirty lanai, but that's okay. Needs to be cleaned up, and I can't blame the kids. It's all from me. But you know, I have plants, so they drop things, and then I have these little lizards that come in, and I let them come in. I don't know why. I let them come in. They like my lanai because I have the water fountain, and okay, so this is very drastic difference, the green and the red. It's not a blend of different shades of like brown and stuff, so I don't know how this is going to look. I'm just intuitively picking stuff up. And I'm blending the lime green in with the orange. So eventually I'm going to invest in another set of watercolors pencils, but I'm going to get a bigger set and start drawing with them, and then use the water to spread them around. There's a lot you can do with these pencils that need to be discovered. Put some green in here. Okay, so we got that going. Let's get the darker green in here. I highly recommend, if you do invest in some watercolor pencils, to get a bigger set. It's so worth it. I didn't know what I was going to be doing actually at the time. I was doing more of the junk journals, so I didn't think I needed a whole lot of these. But since then I've started doing more of the watercolor painting, and this is really what I like to do. Not that I definitely enjoy the junk journaling, definitely. I'm not saying I don't, but I'm having fun right now doing this, so I have to do what I like. We'll go over this, and maybe what we'll do is we'll put a little green in this red to try and bring it down a little bit. Let's see what happens. And maybe we'll take a little red background in here so it's not so starkly different. Oh, this needs to be sharpened. Okay, let's get the brush. Let's see what happens. Let's go over this again. That's cool. And they also have these watercolor brushes that are like pens. You know, they have an area. You must have seen me talk about them. If you haven't, I'll show them. I'll show it to you in a minute. And all you do is you put water in them. They're great for traveling too, or even to just sit home and paint with. They're fantastic, and I don't use them enough. I should start doing that. But you fill one end of the pen, the brush, with water, and then you just squeeze the barrel, and you get some, you get water. You get water, and then you can go over. You can paint with them. You can, do this. Okay, this is a little bit not really what I like, but you know what? Let's see what else we can do. So I have the gold pen. Oh no, you know what I have? I have a Staedtler. I have a Staedtler pigment liner. It's a 0.5. So I'm going to go over around these leaves. And it's endless what we can do when we're painting. I don't think anybody's ever really done. It takes a long time. There we go. And then maybe we could take, this is no, we'll do this one. This is a Signo uni-bal gold. And I think what I'll do is go inside and make little round circles with gold. And then maybe I'll take the 0.5 and go around the outer edge of this shell. And then maybe what I'll do is just go around this like this. And you could do little leaves like that. And then if you want, you can go inside. You can either paint inside or you can put leaves inside. I'm just grabbing the pen, and then what I'm going to do is, let's take the white uni-bal and let's go around this. So you see, it may have started off going, oh boy, what is she doing? But I am just playing. I don't claim for this to be, a fantastic, wonderful. It's just a way to actually get yourself into, okay, so now this is wet, so it's not going to paint or draw so well on the wet paint. But what you do is, with this uni-bal, don't press hard. Let me turn it. Okay, so you really need to let that dry. And then I'll take the gold and I'll go around these X marks. Another thing you could do is get yourself a piece of scrap paper and make some examples of little marks that you want to put on. If you just want to doodle and not get stressed out, you just want a relaxing afternoon or evening. You're sitting down at the table with your family or your grandkids or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever. And, you can doodle with paints and just keep yourself like, okay, I don't know what to put on here, what mark. And just give yourself some examples of marks that you can put on your doodle art. And then I'm just going to go on the inside with this, like that. And then I'm going to take the black and I'm going to go around it like this. So here are some ideas. And then over here we could do the same thing. Could just do this all around, actually. Then we'll go around this. Like that. And as you can see, you could be here for a very long time. Just having fun. And I'm sure yours would come out a lot better. I didn't know what I was doing here. And we'll do this. And over here. Like that. And maybe take some gold and do little dots. Around like that. And like I said, this is just a way to get yourself, if you are unmotivated on painting and you just want to get yourself back into it, this is a great activity. There's no stress. And then I have the uni-bal, not the uni-bal, I have the Posca. These come in all different colors. And we'll put some on the outside of here. Let's see. It's very hard to talk and paint. And you know people are looking at what you're doing and you're like, uh-oh. This isn't that great. But you know what? It's okay. Because when you put yourself out there, you know, people say, oh, I can do better than that. And maybe you're inspiring somebody to do better. And that's a good thing. Just going to go around these. So again, I ask you to please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to know when I'm doing videos, to please hit the notification button. It will tell you when I'm coming online. Because I do a lot of different, I don't just do this. But I do a lot of different things. And the next one I think I'm going to do is probably going to be trying to paint Baxter. We don't know how that's going to come out, because I've never done that before. It'll be a first. And YouTube is listening. They're watching. Okay, this is not... Why isn't this working? I ask. Okay, it worked on the paper. So we're going to go, it's probably because this is slightly still, I guess it's still wet. This, I believe, is cold press. Yeah. well, it might be a little, yeah, I think it's cold press. Okay, so can I go around this? Let's see if we can make these circles look a little bit better. That's a little better. And, you know, there's so much you can do. I mean, look, every time you put something on here, it gets a little better. It changes. So I hope that I am inspiring some of you to get out of your comfort zone and just have fun, because I really think it's important to do some kind of a craft. It's good for our heart. It's good for, you know, our mood. It helps us in this crazy world that we live in right now. And it's good to share your art and encourage your friends. You know, there's a group down here that has, they get together, I can't do it today, but they get together on Tuesday mornings. It's a bit of a ride for me, and I have to be somewhere else. But I will do it next week, possibly. And they will get together with their own crafting medium for 2 hours. It's a social thing. And I'm going to go meet these, I think it's mostly ladies, it's all ladies, yes it is. I'm going to go meet them. And I'm sure they're very nice people. Let's get the outside of this. And then I think I'm going to call it done. Although I could still do more stuff. Should I? No, it's not working in here that well. Okay, I think I'm going to call it done. This was just a calm, meditating type of video to get you inspired to just do something and not be fearful. You know, there's better artists everywhere, and there's all different types of mediums. With that, I ask you again, please hit the like, subscribe, share my page. I'm trying really hard to grow. I kind of changed my niche from going from junk journals into watercolor or painting, which is what I really like. So it's kind of like I'm starting over again. So with that, I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll definitely see you again on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.